Around 1 year ago, I had one of the best Android devices I had ever used. No, this wasn't a Samsung, it wasn't a Google, this was the VIVO X90 Pro. From camera, to speakers, to software, everything on this device just worked, and I kept it and loved it for a long time. Camera comparisons, this was always king for me anyway. This year, VIVO have released the X90 Pro Plus. However, there's a caveat. The X90 Pro Plus will not be coming to the UK. Yes, unlike its older brother in the X80 Pro, this will not be found on Amazon or VIVO Global for us to buy. So I have done you all a service. I have purchased the VIVO X90 Pro Plus. I am going to give you my first impressions and how the Chinese ROM works in the UK. Let's go. What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. And yes, for those that have watched any videos on my channel, importing a Chinese device ain't exactly a hardship for me. That's my bread and butter, that's what I do. Particularly when it comes to VIVO devices. The VIVO Fold, the VIVO X Fold Plus, the VIVO X Fold 2, and everything in between. Now it's the turn of the VIVO X90 Pro Plus. As mentioned in my intro, the X80 Pro, which did have a global release, was one of the best phones of last year. I think officially, to be honest, not just sung by me, the praises, by a lot of other well-known tech reviewers. So this year I was super excited to see what VIVO could do with the latest and greatest X90 Pro, only to be shot down back in March, where just after the VIVO Global event, the seminar, the keynote, where they were going to release a global version, they pulled it back. It transpires that in some countries, other than China, they will release the VIVO X90 Pro, but the Pro Plus variant, with its beefed up specs, isn't leaving China. Well, unless you import it. So today, I'm going to give you my first impressions of the device, what's in the box, and what you can expect to get for a very reasonable price tag. Let's go. So first things first, I ain't going to clickbait you, I ain't going to keep you blue-balled here, I'm going to talk price. The VIVO X90 Pro Plus, with all its flagship specs, doesn't come at a premium flagship price. You can import the VIVO X90 Pro Plus for £808, or $940, I believe that was, or is it just $1,000? Yes. This is not a £1,250 Samsung S23 Ultra, a £1,250 iPhone 14 Pro Max in cost, but it certainly matches, if not betters, those two devices in specs. If you are looking to buy the X90 Pro Plus, you know what to do. I have my WONDA affiliate link in description. Use that, helps the channel considerably. Also, if you pay by bank transfer, for now, WONDA are giving you a 3% discount. I am on them almost weekly, asking for a 5 or 10% discount code for all my viewers. So for now, you'll just have to deal with 3%, but hey, every little helps. So WONDA, link in description. So when you unwrap the device, you'll find this beautiful, as always, VIVO box. Inside the box, you get, well, more than expected. You get the phone, you get a 120 watt charging brick. Yes, 120 watts. Now this is a Chinese wall plug, but fear not, WONDA include an adapter in the package for you. You also get a phone matching case, and I mean completely matching. Same feel of faux leather, vegan leather, same metal strip, significant flash and camera cutout, including in the box. You also get a USB-C to C cable for that 120 watt charging, and that's all you need, a SIM ejection tool. That's all included in the box, and that is part of the £800 price tag. I should also mention, this device is not 128 gigs, it's not 256 gigs, 512 gigabytes of storage, half a terabyte of UFS 4.0 storage, 12 gigabytes of DDR5X RAM, the top specs you can get for £800. Sorry to keep banging on about this, but between me and basically nobody else in the UK, nobody talks about the Vivos or Xiaomis or Oppos of the world, where you're getting absolute flagship specs, particularly camera, and we'll get to that, for like a third off the price of a Samsung or an iPhone. And that's a big difference. £400 is a huge saving, especially when you factor in that you're getting a premium case and a wall charger. Anyway, continuing on with the specs, this is a 120Hz 6.78 inch Super AMOLED display with LTPO4 technology. That means this will go from 1 Hz all the way up to 120 Hz, which helps save on battery life. It's WQHD, which you can turn on or off so you can have it as full HD. To the naked eye, unless you're pixel peaking, there's not that much of a difference. It does help battery life if you stick to full HD. I didn't buy this to save on anything, so I've got this on full 120Hz mode and WQHD. Now, speakers wise, just like the X80 Pro, first impressions are outstanding. Have a listen to the speakers on the X90 Pro Plus. Now yes, we're going to go into more detail about the cameras, but I will just touch on some more hardware. It's USB-C charging, as mentioned, 80 watt wire charging, 50 watts wireless charging, 4750-ish milliamp hour battery, and with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip SoC inside, that's a 2-day battery life with medium to light usage. Heavy usage, you'll always get a day. No matter what you're doing with the phone, you will get a full day out of it. And that's what the 8 Gen 2 combined with over 4,500 milliamp hour battery, that's what you're going to get from a phone these days. Now, I did mention at the start of the video, quite a few times actually, that a 120 watt charger was included in the box. I was wrong. It's an 80 watt charger for the VIVO X90 Pro Plus. Is however 120 watts on the VIVO X90 Pro, which is being shipped to other countries, not the UK. Now, to finish off the hardware, what you've been waiting for, it's a camera. It's a quad setup, but let's start with the black sheep, the runt of the litter, this front-facing camera. So, here it is, the 1080p front-facing camera. As mentioned, I know it's not as great as 4K, but let's keep it real here. It's not exactly a potato, is it? So this is a 1080p front-facing camera that Chinese smartphones, for whatever reason, choose to stick with. How does the mic sound? I know the the visuals could be a bit better, but how's the audio? Built-in mic okay? I don't know. I've not listened to it yet. You tell me in the comments. On the rear, however, it is saved with that quad setup. There's the usual wide and ultra wide, a telephoto at 2x, and a periscope zoom lens at 3.5x. Now, this is different to the X80 Pro. The X80 Pro had a 5 times optical zoom. But fear not, it's not all about the zoom times, it's about the quality of the lens and the aperture and the size and the amount of light it can bring in. The 3.5x periscope zoom lens, in my opinion, on first impressions, is better than that of the 5x zoom lens on the X80 Pro and the Google Pixel 7 Pro. Shh. As far as the wide lens, I need to talk about this. It's the latest and greatest Sony 989 IMX, all the letters, all the lenses. It's the greatest. It brings in so much light, 1.9 aperture, outstanding for daytime and nighttime photography, which I will obviously drop a video on. I'll promise this time, I keep forgetting, I will get nighttime photography in here, I promise. So stay tuned. In a few days, I'll have a full camera test video on this. But again, first impressions, here's some images. The lenses look stunning. And that goes for video resolution. While it's 1080p on the front, it's 4K and 8K all over the back. And here's the rear facing main camera. Again, let me know about the mic. I've stopped now, so stabilisation should be good. I'll start walking again. This is right where I live, by the way. Isn't it beautiful? It's nice when the sun's out in Scotland. So yeah, stabilisation appears to be good, as always. I'm walking slightly slower actually just now. I've been choked with a cold, so I'm just taking it easy and it's quite warm. How does it look? Now what I can do while in the camera is I can zoom in, I hope. How's that looking? Am I going to be able to read that sign with the zoom? Okay. I'd say yes. That is pretty sharp considering where I am and the size of the font. So let's bring that back out now. This is back to normal. What do we think? Now I mentioned about the 8 Gen 2 chip. Other internals include Android 13 with Origin OS skin 3, Origin OS 3 skin on top. I really like Origin OS as a skin. That's one bonus to the Chinese ROM, is that you do get Origin. If this was have to come to the UK, it would have been Fun Touch OS. While it's still a good skin, Origin gets quicker updates and more personalisation. So the skin is Origin OS 3, and as you can see, lots of customization. They call them dynamic effects, essentially everything from this huge fingerprint reader, which I'll talk about in a second, to the Face ID icon, to the side lighting, to the animations, to charging animations. Everything you can think of can be personalised, and I like that. You're spending a lot of money on a phone, you want to make it as unique as possible. Now, I did kind of touch on there another absolute unique selling point. See that big square on the device? Like that huge square, that's not for show. That is a fingerprint sensor. So this here is a fingerprint sensor. Yes, as soon as I put my thumb on it, and I'm trying to do it from the monitor, it just opens. Like instantly. I don't even have to, I'll do it so I can actually see, I don't even have to press it hard. A light touch, and you can set up 2 fingers at the same time to go into a safe folder mode, add as many fingers as you like. It's unbelievable. It's the largest fingerprint sensor on any smartphone. There's also 2D Face ID. Again, it's not as secure as the Honor Magic 5 Pro with the 3D, or obviously the iPhone with Face ID, but Face ID works. There we go. First time, every time. VIVO biometrics have always been top notch. Just listen to any Flossie Carter review on a VIVO device. His absolute favourite thing about them is the biometrics. So that's been my first impressions. I guess to summarise, first impressions are wow. Who knows what my next impressions will be? I can imagine it'll be double wow, but you know the script. I'm going to do a lot of content on this. I'm also here to answer any questions you have, so pop them in the comments below. And you already know, in fact, I'm pretty sure without me having to say it, I've got messages already, but this phone will be for sale. So hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in buying it. Give me a couple of weeks and I'll package it back up and ship it to you wherever you are. It will be for sale. So give me your interest down below. I'm going to knock off £100 off the price. So what I said was £808 is going to be, let's call it £700. Maybe. Let me know your interest down below, because I really think I want to like this phone, and £700 seems crazy. But if you're interested, let me know on Instagram, and if I am going to sell, I will make sure to DM you back, and the cost is £700 shipped to you. And just while we're here, for those that have stayed to this point in the video, you are true fans, therefore this message is meaningful for you. Thank you. Thank you for getting me past 3,000 subscribers quicker than I actually expected. I'm actually over 3,100 subscribers now. So obviously the next goal is 5K by the end of the year. I think I can achieve it. But again, I'm going to ask if you can keep sharing my video to like-minded people like you and I that love tech, that love what's available out there outside of Google, Samsung and iPhones. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Keep commenting. I still reply to every single one. And yeah, Instagram. Remember, you can DM me on there, as some of you do. I've even had direct emails from my YouTube account. So any way you want to get in contact and ask any questions, I am here. But I guess that's it for now. Next one will most likely be a camera test. I do still have the Pixel 7 Pro, and I can get the Xiaomi 13 Ultra in my hand again, can't I, Saf? So I might do a comparison video with those three devices. And yeah, while I'm there actually, I have to do it. My good friend Saf has created his own YouTube channel. Here it is here. I'll link it in description. Go give him a follow. Dedicated subscriber. Absolutely passionate about technology. So it would be doing me a big favour if you could go and subscribe to his channel. Right, that's me. I'm out. Until next time.